Hello everybody and welcome to Tiger Tales, a place where you'll find stories and fanfictions written and read to you by your host, me, Tai Tiger. Before we delve in, I just want to say that all my stories are fanfictions and I don't mean to infringe on copyright or attend to the main continuity. That being said, let's delve in to the Tiger Tales Marvel and DC fanfiction universe, where I've moulded the universes of Marvel and DC into one universe, and it's slowly building up to be something fantastic. Today we're continuing our Red Lantern storyline, and we're going to find out what happens to Jordan after that Friday night where she became the Red Lantern. So let's dive in with Red Lantern, Crimson Rage, Chapter 2, The Original Leader. Jordan woke up drenched in sweat. She found herself struggling to breathe. She climbed out of bed and walked over to the kitchen and turned on the sink. She turned the tap and she cut the cold water and splashed it over her face. She turned off the tap, then she saw the Red Lantern ring on her hand. She ran her fingers over it, then she tried to tug the ring off, but it wouldn't budge. Power levels low. Power battery required, the ring said suddenly. Jordan looked around, then looked down at her hand.
I don't have a power battery?
Jordan gasped. Locating power battery. The ring spoke again, as it started glowing. Power battery located. Opening portal to Yasmalt, the ring said. Then suddenly a flash of red light shot from the ring up Jordan's arm and around her body, forming the Red Lantern suit. She stood there now as the Red Lantern. She held out her fist, aiming her ring, and suddenly a blood portal ripped open in Jordan's living room.
What the fuck is this?
The Red Lantern blurted. She glanced out at the ring and then she slowly advanced. Walking through the portal, she stepped onto a barren wasteland. The sky was a piercing orange and she could see the setting sun. The ground was all rock and ash. Some structures stood, but were nothing but ghosts of civilizations that once lived. Jordan took a step forward, then suddenly the portal closed behind her.
Damn it! Fine, let's find this battery.
Jordan huffed. Then the ring started glowing and suddenly she bolted high into the air, the ring glowing still. She then started flying through the air at incredible speeds. She glanced down at the masses of destroyed cities. She took a deep breath in and the smell of burnt flesh filled her nose, to the point she could taste it. She carried on flying. It was almost like the ring was pulling her forward. Suddenly she was pulled down and she landed by the rocky hillside. There she found a burnt canvas of ash forming what was only described as a battlefield.
Holy crap, what happened here?
Jordan asked out loud. Then suddenly a noise came from behind her. She spun around to see a red energy knight.
Hey there,
she said awkwardly. Then the knight swung its sword at Jordan. She jumped back, dodging the attack.
Not in the mood for this,
Jordan barked. The knight ran at Jordan, swinging the sword down. Jordan held out a ring and the sword hit the small energy field projecting from the ring. She pushed back and the knight stumbled.
You wanna play? Fine, let's play!
Jordan snapped. She held out her hand and a red energy sword construct formed in her grip. She jumped high up and swung down at the knight. The two swords clashed. Jordan bounced off. She then held out her hand and a big fist construct formed next to her. She signalled the fist at the knight, and the fist flew at the knight and exploded as it made impact. Jordan then landed and made a chainsaw construct. It floated towards the knight. The spinning blade struck the knight's waist, then the construct diminished. She then made 3 spears. She grabbed one and threw it at the knight's leg, then threw the second one, hitting the knight in the shoulder. She then grabbed the third one and swung it around, hitting the knight several times. Then she swiped at the neck, dismembering the head from its body. The knight fell and it diminished, as did all her constructs.
Yeah? Screw you too!
Jordan cheered. Then suddenly Jordan felt weak. Her suit vanished, the ring stopped glowing. She touched her face and realized her mask was gone.
Great! Stranded on a barren wasteland planet. Great way to start a Sunday!
Jordan muttered to herself. She noticed the cave that hung above the rocky hills. She shrugged to herself and started walking up to it. She reached the entrance to the cave and found that it was a very shallow cave. She could see the wall that made the end of it just by standing in the entrance. Inside the cave was a big stone table, some wooden boxes, a fire pit that was lit, some pots and pans, and a corpse sat against the wall. She walked up to the corpse and noticed it was wearing a Red Lantern ring. She dropped to her knees and tried to remove it. Do not touch my beating heart, skin worm, the corpse roared.
Wow, I thought you were dead.
Jordan gasped in shock. Not yet. the alien beast said. He started moving and climbed to his feet ever so slowly, grunting in pain as he did. He was a red, hulking alien that overtowered Jordan, wearing a Red Lantern suit, but his was dull in colour, covered in blood stains and attack wounds. Chunks of flesh had been torn from his body, slash marks and energy burns danced all over his skin.
Who are you?
Jordan asked. I am the last and founding member of the Red Lantern Corps, the alien told her.
Oh my god, you're Atrocitus, aren't you?
Jordan asked him. The pure shock made her eyes wide and mouth drop open. Why do you care, Skinworm? He replied. Jordan walked over to him and showed him the ring stuck on her finger. The ring. It found someone. And a human, no less. Atrocitus gasped.
It found me and now I can't take it off.
Jordan explained. You take it off, you die. That is your heart now. It beats with you. It gives you power. Gives you the fuel you need to channel your rage. Atrocitus barked.
So what do I do now?
Jordan asked. The ring chose you for a reason. Its sole purpose is to fuel the emotional spectrum, to forge new rings, make new lanterns, and to revive the Red Lantern Corps. Once, Atrocitus said that, he walked over to the fire pit and threw a small log on it, the small flame latching to the fresh wood quickly. He then stumbled past a shocked Jordan and slumped down where she found him. He shifted and pulled a huge, brown, ragged old blanket over himself.
I don't know how to do that,
Jordan said to him, walking up to him. The ring picked you for your rage. Rage towards others. Kill those who are responsible for your rage, and it fuels the emotional electromagnetic spectrum as it grows in power. I will too. I will be able to help you after I've healed. Not fully, but enough to start building more. We need to start rebuilding, Atrocitus said with a slight grin.
I got no problem killing those bastards,
Jordan said through her teeth. Be careful, Skinworm. If you only kill those who wronged you, someone with more than one brain cell will be able to figure out that it's you, Atrocitus warned.
Good point.
Jordan sighed. I can use the last battery to signal your ring. I will find worthy candidates to fall under your wrath. I still have some followers out in the universe, hiding. They will find them, Atrocitus told her.
Wait, you have a battery?
Jordan blurted. Atrocitus waved his hand, and suddenly something shimmered on the table, and a Red Lantern battery appeared upon the stone slab. Place your ring upon it, Atrocitus commanded. Jordan glanced at the Red Lantern leader, then walked up to the table. She looked down at the ring, and then placed her fist to the battery. As soon as she did, and the ring and the battery made contact, an energy surge went through the battery to the ring, and Jordan felt powerful once again, her body no longer feeling sluggish and weak. It felt like a large shot of coffee had hit her like a train. She placed her hand on the battery and tried to pull, but the battery wouldn't budge. Do not try it, Skinworm. The battery stays with me. That way, I can keep an eye on you, Atrocitus snapped.
Okay, fine,
Jordan huffed. She walked over to Atrocitus and stood over the battered and beaten leader.
So, are you like my boss now?
Jordan asked, unimpressed. You watch your tongue, Skinworm, Atrocitus barked.
I have a name, you know. It's Jordan.
Jordan snapped. You won't last long enough for me to remember that, Atrocitus muttered.
You don't think I can do this to you?
Jordan asked. Humans have proven time and time again they cannot handle the influence of the ring. It drives your weak minds insane, Atrocitus muttered. Jordan's face went blank. She looked at the power battery that sat on the stone slab. She then remembered the flashback she had when the ring made contact with her 2 nights previous. She felt her blood boil in her veins. Her mind went blank, and then she held out her fist, and the ring started glowing.
With blood and rage of crimson red, We fill men's souls with darkest dread and twist your minds to pain and hate. We'll burn you all. That is your fate!
Jordan yelled out, and the red lantern suit flashed around her. Her mask formed around her eyes. She then made an axe construct and threw it across the cave, and it crashed into the wall, embedding itself. Atrocitus jumped back, his blanket dropping to the floor, as he saw the axe stuck in the rock wall. "You are strong, Skinworm," Atrocitus said in shock.
Yeah, I am. Now you need to get stronger, right?
Jordan asked. Atrocitus nodded slowly.
Right. Then you get in contact with your followers and get me someone to kill. I'll start on Earth.
Jordan barked. Atrocitus sat there for a couple seconds and thought about it. "Alright, Skinworm. You get me stronger, and I'll make you my second in command. Return, and I'll teach you everything you need to know. To start by channeling your rage in the right way," Atrocitus said with a devilish grin.
I like the sound of that.
She grinned back. She then held out her ring and a blood portal opened. She walked through it and entered her apartment. She then sat down at a desk as the portal closed behind her, and her suit and mask diminished. She then pulled out a pen and a notebook and started writing down a list of names. Every name on that page that she'd written was a name that had wronged her. She sat there scribbling the names with the evil grin on her face. And there we have it, guys. Chapter 2 of Red Lantern and Crimson Rage. I know this wasn't a very long one, but I wanted to get this chapter out there, as this is an important part of Jordan's storyline. I do want to thank Jordan for playing Jordan. She's an incredible voice actress, and I'm really glad that I get to share her voice acting skills with you guys. So make sure that you go to the comments and you say hi to Jordan. Make sure that you also subscribe to the channel, as you don't want to miss another installment to the Tiger Tales Marvel and DC fanfiction universe, or the TMDFU for short. Whilst I'm here, go check out Nerds Through Comics, the Zero to Hero Network, Storytime Cosplay 267, and Power Rangers Universe 19. 4 places where you'll find plenty of content, storytelling, and a bunch of dudes having fun, and multiple podcasts, everywhere that you can find the places that you listen to podcasts. Zero to Hero are 2 dudes who just love having fun and love talking about many different fandoms. Nerds Through Comics is run by Mark, and obviously the Power Rangers Universe 19 and Storytime Cosplay 267 is run by Cosplay 267, my power batai. Go check everyone out, and yeah, the next installment to the TMDFU will come up soon. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.